I almost didn't make it. I realized that the TV turned on and was playing music just as I came out. I pushed a button on the PlayStation. So, guys, I'm only going to do this for about an hour. We may have a guest stop in just to talk about something. You know who it is. It's Jared. So, I apologize if you have children. You should probably have them leave when Jared comes on. He's so ugly. I don't want them to have nightmares. It's just unfair to your children to subject them to that. But just a reminder, Merry Christmas, everybody. Like that? I made that. So the budget knife guy. What was this? Somebody just sent me. I don't know why it keeps doing that. I'm going to have to turn that setting off. Oh, hey, look. There you see? All right, like I said, if your children are present, you should have them leave. I don't want them to have nightmares because he's so incredibly ugly. Not like normal ugly, like people would pay to come see him ugly. Like that. Look, that's terrifying.
Don't be too scared.
What's up, bud?
Much worse than looking in the mirror.
Oh, fuck. What's happening?
Not much. I can't hear you very well.
You can't hear me very well. How's the audio for everybody else?
I hear you, but it seems like it's really quiet.
There's a thing that you can use. It's a volume button.
I know. I got it turned up all the way.
Can you guys hear me? Is it too quiet? Audio sounds good.
Audio sounds good. All right. Well, fuck it. Let's just roll with it. I'll just have to listen.
It's like Cole bought that new expensive microphone, and the first live feed he did, it started chopping up, and I heard every first word of every sentence he said. I was like, I'm not reading lips for this. So I logged out, logged back in, and it was fine. And he was saying, oh, so it's just you guys. I was like, no, there was obviously something amiss because we couldn't hear.
This is just so quiet. What the hell is going on?
You got your
It's never been this quiet like this. I wonder if there's another volume I can turn up.
See, that's why Cole has that sound mixer and he does all that shit and it gets all that's why I have an iPhone. It's really hard for me to screw shit up.
I mean, I've never had this happen, but whatever. Fucking are you on a microphone or are you just using your phone?
Just using my laptop.
All right. Well, fuck it.
I say this is the way I usually do it. I have my headphones. I don't know where my headphones are. I put them somewhere. I've misplaced them.
All right, so I'm not going to be able to stay in here too long, maybe like 45 minutes.
I'm only staying for an hour. I just wanted you to be able to come in and do your quick thing because it affects a bunch of us. I know it's the holidays.
How many people are in here? Can you see?
11.
11. Okay, let's just sit here and shoot the shit. Let a couple more people come in here because this is some pretty big news. And I mean, I know we'll be talking about it for a while. Just so you guys know, whoever's in here, you guys might want to stick around because it's pretty amazing news.
Can you hear that?
I can hear that. That's one thing I can hear. How's everybody doing tonight?
You like the background?
What's everybody carrying?
You like
I'm
the
actually
background?
carrying the Mach 1, testing it out for review.
I can't show you what I'm carrying because the unboxing is not till tomorrow.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I filmed the unboxing today. It was a gift. You know what it is. I told you.
I got a pretty big unboxing behind me. I'm going to wait till tomorrow to unbox it because I had to do a bunch of other stuff. I didn't have time to record it, but it's pretty big. Pretty big.
I gotta finish those other 3 knives. I have the TS-195. I still have to do the full review of the mini big letter. And then there's the TS-301, that weird. You know what? I was racking my brain trying to think what other knife has that weird angle, and I didn't like that knife. It's the Quaken, not the Quaken, the Hoback, the Jake Hoback. Christ, it's in a box right here. I can't think of the name of it. It's got that weird blade angle. Let me grab it.
You mean like a sway back?
Yeah, no. It's
Yeah,
more
man,
like
I don't know what the heck's going on, guys. I can barely hear him. So I apologize if I keep giving you guys my ear.
this. You see how that?
Oh yeah. I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
See how it's
that's
got
a
that
whole back.
weird. It's like it's crushed up.
Yeah.
You know when we were kids and they would tell you not to ride a pony until it got to a certain age because you give it a sway back. Exactly. Exactly. And I
That's
don't
what
like.
happened to that. It was ridden just a little too early. No, I know what you mean. I'm not a big fan of those either. I don't like knives that have that weird feeling to me because I want the position of a knife to complement my use.
Right.
So I want, when I'm aiming at something with my hand, I want my edge, tip, and everything to aim towards it too. I don't want to have to reposition all weird to make the knife work.
Exactly.
I want the knife to just work.
Now that 301, is that the 301? No, the 305. The 305, the one that's got that weird.
That one kind of does that, yeah.
That one doesn't kind of do it. It definitely does it.
Okay.
The 301 does it a little bit. The one I sent back to you, the buoy, I like
the 301. I can get by because the ergos are so good. It's so straight.
But the 305, the 305 is so awkward in hand for me that, like, even though it cuts really well, I dig it, but it's just not one I would carry.
Yeah, the 305 definitely has that like upper swept blade, and I was kind of curious why Mazwan was doing that with some. Like it seemed like for like 5 knives he did that. You know, maybe it was just a thing he was into because Mazwan kind of does that. He gets into his little things, and that's what he rolls with. But that one I think was just a little too extreme. I can handle a little bit, but yeah, I know the edge kind of canters up, which. The one thing though is when you're holding it, it's not too bad to aim it towards the objects. But when the handle goes back too, like when they're both going like this, that's when it's like,
this one's not too bad. I can dig it.
You can make it work.
I'm not going to argue the fact that it cuts really well and everything, and it's probably going to get an okay review. But it's one of those ones where I'm like, it's just like it doesn't have a flipper tab, and to use the finger flick on it, it's just awkward. It's too far. It's too big. It's too long. It's too thick. It's just a little bit too much of everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, yeah, I like the knife. I think it's a good knife. I do like it, but I know exactly what you're saying. And I would definitely, there's a lot of knives I would carry before it because it would work better.
And this is getting to that point where it's so super thin that like you give up a little bit, even with 14C, you give up a little bit because it's so thin that it just, it keeps cutting even after it gets dull, but you give up a little bit on that edge because it is super thin behind the edge.
Well, that's supposed to be the beauty with like AEBL, 14C28N, 13C27, that they do really well with extreme thin geometries, but there's always a balance point.
Yeah.
There's always going to be a balance point of which it's when it's just starts getting too much.
I resharpened it for you, and if you get this in the right light, part of the knife disappears.
Oh yeah, it does.
So I don't know if you guys have noticed, if you've seen the thumbnails. Jared, you seen my new thumbnails? I got an actual photo editor. Like I made this.
Oh, you drew that yourself?
Yeah, I did that myself. I made that up myself. I mocked it up. The one that I did for tomorrow's video, which is all this, like, I don't know if you've seen it yet. Like I've been doing actual thumbnails.
Well, that's cool. Yeah, I got the photo box for my thumbnails, which it works really good. Because that way I can get the perfect amount of lighting because I can turn it down, turn it up. I actually got some lighting for the studio because I'm going to redo this whole studio. I got some colorful lights for like the background, just for like a hint of a light during live videos, not for my reviews or nothing, but I'm going to move everything around and fucking stir it all up and see what I can come up with. Maybe get a new table or at least just fix this piece of shit. Got to get a new chair, but at the very least, try to make it work. But let's get into this.
I'm like a yard folding chair. This
3 people in here. So I'm sure we'll continue to talk about it. All right. So for those of you that are in here, this is going to be a topic that's talked about many times over the next probably week and a half, maybe 2 weeks, but all of you are
that's what we had said.
So most of you, and I'll give a quick rundown. Most of you know a guy on my channel that remains anonymous that I call Mr. Amazing. He's the guy who has blessed my channel over and over and over and over again with amazing, amazing knives. He's who I got the Rockstead from, my Cheryl Goroffs, my 80, my 80-20, my 80-15, my Hinders. All my badass knives came from him. And I'm overwhelmingly thankful. Like it's incredible. But he has decided to give away 3 knives to you guys. 3 very expensive knives. Let me tell you, very, very expensive knives. Now there's a catch. All you guys got to be is following the channels we list. So we're going to list, I'm not going to say them right here because I need to talk to those channels first and make sure that they want to do this, because they're going to have to promote it, right? The whole point is to get each other's followers over to each other's channels and, bring in some followers, because in order to win it, you got to be following the list of channels and then make a comment on the video that I post. I'll post a video. Excuse me, still getting over a cough. So I'll post a video and then everybody else will be able to link it and put it on their channel so that people can just click on it from their link and go and make a comment. And there will be 3 chances to win. Obviously, if you win 1, you can't win 2. You can only win 1. So if your name gets pulled twice, we'll just pull another name.
You're screwed.
But what's that?
I said if your name gets pulled twice, you're screwed.
Right, you're screwed. You only get 1 of the knives.
Only have 1.
But it's going to be the knives are already in shipping, so they should be here, I think, tomorrow or the next day. And it's going to be pretty amazing. The channels, like I said, I'm not going to name the channels we're listing yet, but you guys know most of them. Most of the people in here are already following those channels, but there might be 1 or 2 that you're not, and it'll at least give you the opportunity to go and follow those channels. And the other channels that are going to be involved, it'll give them the ability to get some more followers and give some followers, but then also extra people, because we're hoping that these videos will bring attention to even people that are not following, because it's not very often you get a chance to win one of the not just one of these knives, but 3 people get to win one of these knives. These are not cheap knives. These are incredible knives. So I think it's really awesome. I think it's he's so amazing, man. I can't even thank him enough for everything he's done and all he does for my channel. He's definitely a lot of the things that happen to my channel are thankful for him. So
basically he's trying to build, like, how FaZe Clan, like on the game channels, you have FaZe Clan, like FaZe Rug and all those guys.
Yeah.
Do that with knife channels. We're gonna build a clan. We're gonna build a knife channel clan on YouTube.
Right. And then what we'll do also is we'll try to jump on lives. Like I'll try to jump, like Thursday, I'm going to go on Lefty's live. We're going to talk about it. I'll talk about it tomorrow on my live. Well, then other lives, like say whoever else, I'm not going to name them right now, but other people's lives, I obviously just named Lefty. So obviously Lefty's involved.
Yeah.
Guess I'd put that cat out of the bag, but I already spoke to him. So, but other people that are going to be involved, they'll be able to talk about it in their lives and vice versa, and get a big shitstorm going so that more and more people know about it, so that more and more people can enter and follow these other channels. But it's pretty badass, and it's going to give people that don't have an opportunity, or it's not possible for them to ever even touch one of these knives, to get one and own it like that.
I've got the same thing with this guy that's sending me stuff for sharpening. I don't see the last couple of videos. I've got 3 Todd Fishers at the house. Well, I had 1, 2. I sharpened 1. He sent me 2 more. I have the Todd Begg that was in today, that actually, to tell you the truth, I have to admit, it was not a Todd Begg. Did not know that until I'd already filmed the video. It was done by like the California Custom Group under the Todd Begg knives nomenclature, but it's fucking amazing. I've got a couple custom knife factories in. I've got a full custom handmade Marfione custom with true hamon. So much stuff in that I've got that came in for sharpening. So it's kind of the same thing. I wouldn't ever. Some of these are $5,000 knives. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm not buying
Yeah,
a
and
$1,000 knife.
I know he gave me the opportunity to, by when he, some of the knives he sent to me, like I couldn't even imagine owning one of those knives, and let alone as many as he has sent. And I'm definitely forever thankful, forever grateful and thankful. And I love the knives to death. Like they're my favorite knives in my collection. So,
I've got one. I got one that showed up today that's rapidly growing on me. I'm gonna have to do first day in pocket tomorrow because yeah, dude, that thing, it's a fucking
it's like that.
Yeah, I'm like, and it's not even like, we're not even talking, it's not as expensive as this, but it's up there with knives that are in my wheelhouse of things that I really like these days. The size is right, the blade shape's right, the grind is perfect. It's so freaking light. I got it in my waistband right now of my track pants. It's
don't want to show it.
Nah, I can't show it because, like I said, it just showed up. It was a gift to me, so it wasn't even a gift to the channel. So it's one of those things that's going to stay forever. And I had it out and was messing with it. I was like, oh, I should wait to do first day in pocket. And I'm like, I can't. I got to mess with this. So I got to film first day in pocket tomorrow. I have to, or I'm just gonna not do a first day in pocket.
I had a Russian company send me a knife. I got it sitting over there. I'm gonna do a first impressions on it probably tomorrow, but it's pretty crazy. I'm sure you've seen one of the knives around before. I think everybody has seen them around. Maybe not actually had one, but they're pretty crazy. You can tell that.
Is it a custom fixed blade?
No. It's like more of a budget knife, but you can tell it's self-defense, like, kind of knife, while still being able to be an EDC knife. But you could just tell, like, it,
I thought maybe it was that Russian dude that I talked to at California Custom Show that had all the knives with the different layered handles, and they look really like they should be a hot spot, but when you pick it up, you're like, oh no, that's amazing.
Yeah, some knives are just like that, where they look like, I did that with the Roach, the Kaiser Roach. To me, it looked like a shitstorm if I tried to hold it. But putting it in hand, man, it just melts in your hand.
And then there's some knives you get that you look at it, you're like, oh, this should be so comfortable. And you put it in, and you're like, good God, that feels like shit.
Yeah, for sure.
Why does it burn? Why does it burn?
Why would they do that?
Who does that? Why is the jimping so hot? And why is it there?
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, I got all animated and the dog got up. She's like, what the fuck are you doing?
When Jared said there was big news, I had a feeling it had something to do with Mr. Amazing. Yes, it does. It definitely does. It usually does on my channel, because he is an amazing person. And now,
go.
And you know what's cool though too is I got my Patreon giveaway going with a custom knife and a knife that he actually gave to me, Mr. Amazing. And then now we got these 3 going out to everybody, or at least everybody will have a chance to win it. And that's going to give a lot of opportunities to win some really fucking cool knives. And
what sucks though is we're not eligible.
No, we're not eligible. No, that is the shitty part. Mike's in the back with his daughter. Hey, make sure you.
I can't even do that.
Forget to join.
They're in Japan, and she doesn't have her own actual YouTube channel.
I'm just goofing. But yeah, I think, because you got to think, we've gotten to hold a lot of knives. We've gotten to experience a lot of knives. There's some people in the community that it would mean so much to them to get to hold one of these knives and not only hold it, but to have one and experience it. And then let's say down the road, because since you own it, down the road, if you really wanted to, and you found your grail, you would be able to do a trade, a swap, something like that. Yeah. This is something that it's not only like, it's just like, a one-time gift. It's kind of a gift that keeps on giving, because you
On
can
purpose.
always, because that's the thing with some of those knives, the higher end knives, is that they hold their value a lot better.
They
And
do,
in the
or they
future, as
go
long as
up
you
in
don't fuck
value.
it up, right?
I'm not gonna lie to you. Sometimes they go up in value because I just
Right.
helped the guy buy 3 knives over the
Mhm.
last. We're not going to get into the details of it. I told you, but not everybody needs to know what's going on. Over the last month, I helped this guy buy a $10,000 knife, a $8,000 knife, and a $3,000 knife, all by the same maker. And those knives were about $600 when they were made.
Right. Right. Even my buddy Ryan, he said that, man. He got one, and within like 10 minutes, fucking made like $5,000 on it.
Bro, I bought a Rexford at a show for $2,000 table price. By the end of the night, I had fucking $10,000 in my pocket.
It's crazy. It's crazy. But like I said, if you can keep it and hang on to it for a long time and cherish it, and then if you do decide in the future that you find a different grail and it means more to you, you can swap it, you can sell it and trade, do whatever you got to do, because it's yours. You own it, and that's that is the beauty of owning it. There's no hard feelings or anything. This is a great opportunity for people to do something with an amazing knife, and to have the chance to get an amazing knife.
I have to apologize because we
I
had
don't give a shit.
so much stuff. This thing cut down cardboard. I had an entire my blue like 50-gallon recycling bin was completely full. It was so full. We had so much stuff that the wife had to unbox and take with her, and stuff that showed up because I had people gift me like stuff for the channel, and it was all
right.
like, even cut up. The box was so full, and I got done, and I was like, well, that thing really did cut real well. But what did the majority of it was that ceramic boker.
Okay.
But I got done, and I was looking at the blade, and I was like, oh dear.
It's all good, man. That's what it's for. I like seeing scratches.
It's got a few that it didn't have before.
Yeah, give it some character. I love it. Why are XM24 so damn expensive? Well, they're hard to come by. They sell really, really fast, and it's a big ass knife. Those aren't small. Let me grab one.
No. XM24, I had one. That was my first XM, was an XM24.
The XM24, thanks to Mr. Amazing, is a beast of a knife, and it is extremely, extremely well built. Now the new ones, or they have the tri-way pivots.
Yeah.
So you have the opportunity to have it however you want, with the bearings, the washers, the phosphor bronze. The action's really good. They're stupid smooth. They're built extremely tough. These things are like vaults.
They're just so thick and so bulky.
They are thick. Yes, that's what I mean. They are bruisers, but the one thing is that if you lay back your angle and you put a really, a nice low angle on it, you have the ergos you have.
Yeah.
You can actually push it through things, because it's kind of like holding a fixed blade. Like when I squeeze this, even the XM24, or sorry, the XM18 feels small compared to holding this. I feel like I'm holding an axe. And that's kind of the beauty of
that's
this.
my problem with,
like I said,
that's been my problem with them historically, because I do have such big hands that flipper tab, I just can't.
Yeah, well, with the 20, I mean, you said you had a 24. It was the same way with the 24?
Yeah, I had a 20. The first hinderer I ever had, I bought one, and that was back in the day when they didn't flip at all. You had to wrist flick the shit out of it.
Right.
I had an XM24. I had a couple. You sent me the 18 that I carried for a while. And then you sent me that 18 3-inch flipper, the finger flip.
Yeah,
you got it.
The non-flipper.
I'm not gonna lie to you, it was hard sending that back. Like, it almost was like, oops, I didn't get it in the box, bro. Sorry, I'll send it with the next box.
But I will say though, anybody who wants to have a non-flipper, you can always get it removed. Like a lot of people in the community do that.
I know a guy that has a grinder and has done numerous
right.
I don't know if you guys know this. I've done flipper tab deletes, and I have a grinder here at the house.
You can always get in, but I will say this though: if you're gonna do a flipper, delete, make sure that the thumb studs work really good, because some of the hinders with the flipper tabs, I have felt, and this is brand new. When they're brand new, they have a really stiff detent. Like mine is so broken in, I can reverse flick mine no problem.
Yeah.
So you want to make sure the thumb stud action works really good, and as long as that works really good, there ain't no issues with doing a flipper delete. The one little problem is that's where the tri-way symbol is. So I'm just saying, like, obviously you can tell it's a tri-way, but I'm just saying that is where the tri-way symbol is. For the flipper ones, the non-flipper ones, it's on the front.
Yeah. I'd never gotten to handle an XM, any of the XMs that didn't hurt my hand. And like I said, you sent me that one. I was like, okay, now I get it. Like now that it doesn't feel like something's trying to bite me as I'm using the knife, I'm like, okay, I get it. And that's, like I said, it took knife of the year. That was my knife of the year for this year. And I bought a Norseman this year. So, I mean,
well, the non-flippers, even the 3.5-inch non-flippers, same way, man. Those things are so comfortable in the hand.
Oh, yeah.
So comfortable. It's incredibly comfortable. But I don't mind the flipper versions, but with the 3-inch, no, the flipper versions, like Kara, she loves her flipper version. Thanks, Mr. Amazing. But the non-flipper, to me, because my hand, it just fits so perfectly. Yeah, I would way rather, for the 3-inch especially, it's just too small, in my opinion, to have a flipper tab. But to Kara, her hand fits perfectly on.
Well, and I like a knife that's a thumb stud only.
Me too.
I like a good one. I have several. As a matter of fact, I use the thumb stud on this way more than I use flipper tab.
Yeah. Can you reverse flick that one? So and to me, as long as with the thumb stud, if I can reverse flick it, I usually primarily flip knives like that. Not saying I don't use the flipper tab, because I do, but
I can't get my hand in there the right way. It's still a little tender from where I stuck a knife through it. I was talking with Jim Skelton, and I was telling him, he's like, do you stick a knife all the way through your hand? And I was like, yeah. And he sent me pictures like, welcome to the club, and sends me one where he did it as well.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, because I had an in and out, and he had one that was a little closer to the surface, but it was a bigger knife, so the holes were bigger. I was like, ooh. But he was doing a hand satin, and I was doing a sharpening, and I felt it go in my hand, and I was like, I looked down as I take the knife out, I was like, oh, that went all the way through.
Yeah. Yeah, I've had nails through the feet. Oof, man, fucking
I had a pitchfork. I fell out of a hayloft, and
my cousin had one go through his side, a pitchfork.
There's like, you can still see the scar right here where it came out. Like it went in and came out, and I couldn't get my cousin and I were fucking around in the hayloft, and we found an old umbrella, and we tried to jump out, and instead of putting the tines down, he puts the pitchfork and leans it against the wall, and I jumped out of the hayloft trying to Mary Poppins. I think we were 7 or 8, and the umbrella collapsed, and I stuck that pitchfork all the way and we couldn't pull it out. And so we run up the hill, and I've got a hold of it, the head of it. He's got a hold of the handle of it. We run up the hill to the house, and my grandmother was up there, and she goes, "What did you idiots do?" And she took a bottle of iodine and held on to it, and she yanked the pitchfork out and then just poured iodine right through the hole in my hand.
I've shot myself with a nail gun holding, because when I was younger, learning how to use a nail gun and shit, I was holding the other side of the wood. Bam, bam, bam. But I'm holding the other side, and the nail goes all the way through, fucking sticks right through my hand. Go ahead. Happy New Year, Spanky.
I cut myself here a couple years ago at the shop. That's when I had to have the emergency surgery, and I showed up and I got everything wrapped up. And there was a guy there waiting in the emergency room with me that had him and a buddy were doing a roof on his garage, and his buddy was just bump triggering the fucking nail gun, and he slid something over, and his buddy bump triggered right and drove, like the nail was halfway through and halfway out. And I was like, nailed it. And he was like, ha,
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah, you
And I was
nailed
like,
it.
and he was like, here's the thing. He's like, it didn't start hurting until like 2 minutes ago. He's like, I did it like an hour ago. He's like, now I can actually, it's starting to hurt because, initially
My uncle had one go through the side of his leg just like that. Just a double tap. Bah! And instead of going through the wood, it went right through the side of his fucking leg.
Yeah.
Brandon Thrasher says in his line of work, I have put a 2-inch nail through my finger and had 4 times now. Yeah, I feel you, man. Say Chicago in your most Chicagoan accent. Chicago. That's how when I go down south to see my Mississippi side of the family with my mom, that's how I got a couple uncles. That's how they say it. Chicago.
I had a buddy that was from Chicago, and he sounded like the atypical like Chicago cop from a fucking Chuck Norris movie, the fucking super heavy accent. I was like, good God, your accent's heavy.
Yeah. That's how my stepdad's, he's an Italian. He grew up on the south side.
Yeah, so I was going to say
he's got that strong Italian like gangster accent. And he's kind of like especially when he gets mad. If he starts getting mad, you really fucking hear it come out.
Yeah.
For those of you that are just getting in here,
you gonna put it out
again?
We
talked about a really huge giveaway coming from Mr. Amazing. He's sending some knives, some very, very incredible knives to give to you guys. And I'm going to be revealing more information through the next couple lives. I'll have my live on Wednesday. Thursday, I'm going to go on Lefties. We're going to talk about it. So make sure you keep your ears open and watch some of the other channels, including my own, because there is a very big giveaway coming and all the channels are going to be involved so that we can spread the information and get some pretty badass knives in at least 3 people's pockets. Some really amazing knives.
Before I forget, any of my moderators are on here. If you see any of those milestone membership things pop up, because I think people are dropping out because I don't read the milestone things because I've lost subscribers or paying members. YouTube puts these things up. If you're a paying member, there's these milestone things. If I'm here on StreamYard, I don't see them. So if my moderators could please just copy and paste those in so that at least I can see them and I can recognize them, because I feel bad that like people have actually like sounded like they were upset about it. Hey man, you didn't call out my thing. And I'm like, I don't see it.
Like, you mean when like say if they've been part of your group for like a month, it'll say so-and-so has been a part of your group for a month. You mean like that? Yeah.
Yeah. So when you're on live, when you're on YouTube,
it's not Shabazz Chicago 23. It's not Shabazz. But it is an anonymous guy, and he's an incredible person that has his kindness has no ends. So my channel's been very, very blessed, and I'm very happy that now it's going to bleed on to you guys, and
are
3 of you guys are going to be pretty fucking happy. Let me just say that.
Jared, do you get these that pop up like these fucking weird?
What?
It's spam. Can you see the comment that I?
Yeah, I get some guys, like there's this one guy, man, he always comes in and starts just dropping the weirdest sentences.
No, it's not that. Those are porn links. Like,
no, I know, but I even had one guy, he pays for me to read weird fucking comments.
Oh no, this is a bot. This is a bot. So if you're in and you see that, just block those users. I'm telling you right now, because YouTube will
no, yeah, if it's spam, my moderators take them out.
Yeah. Well, you can go in and block them. Like all your moderators can do is put them in timeout or take down a comment. Just block the entire account because it'll just keep happening.
All my knives are blooded if I carry them. It's a tradition at this point. So he must be getting off to the knees. What? Those spam bots have been all over the lives everywhere.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's a bot. But YouTube fucking sends you warnings like, hey, there's content that's in your. I'm like, look, seriously, like I can't control a bot. It's not my fault. That's dumb.
Yeah, no, I know. I get the ones in my regular feed or my regular channel. They fucking constantly leave like little porn sites and shit.
I've basically set it up so you can't put links. I think I'm gonna have to change it. So because those are always the same, that VOT, I'm just gonna mark that as a keyword because you can go in and you can pick words that you don't want people to
see. I don't. If you do that, can you put a link?
Yeah,
you still can.
I still can, and so can my moderators.
I mean on your regular comments of your videos.
Yeah, I can absolutely.
Okay.
Just
that's what I always wondered because I never wanted to turn off.
Here's the thing: if you were to go to a computer and go to your studio, your comments, you can actually find comments that maybe got stopped because somebody put a link, and then you can authorize that comment.
Right. Well, yeah, I can do that from my thing, but a lot of times, man, I don't even mess with it. Like, I figure if YouTube kicked it out, whatever, man. I'm not even gonna bother with it because I got so many comments already.
No, well, because if it's a comment that's a valid comment, like somebody puts up.
I understand. I hate to miss a comment, but I try to, it's tough for me getting to them all already. So if YouTube deemed it like not appropriate, and I know it's still appropriate, like I used to go in there. And mark them all as good. Mark them all as good because I know 99% of them are not bad. They literally like, hey, what's up, Jared? And YouTube for some reason will take it out and make it seem like it's spam or something. But it's just I never have time to go through that fucking thing. There's like 10,000 comments in there. Yeah, in my opinion, each scar tells a story. I love my scars. I'm excited to see what stories I will have when I'm old. Bang, there you go.
Well, I'll tell you
I never minded scars. There was only one that actually scared the shit out of me. But for the most part, though, I've always scars or whatever. My old man was riddled with scars. So,
well, I'll tell you what.
I will let you go if you want.
Since, I know that you're short on time. I just wanted you. I wanted you to be able to come on and talk about that giveaway. So,
yeah, for sure. Hopefully, I guess like I said, I'm gonna continue to talk about it because I want to build as much awareness as possible for all the other channels. And then after I speak with all the other channels individually, the ones that are on this list, like I said, there's about 10 or 12 channels on this list. And once I speak with them, I'll find out if they want to join or not, because a couple of them might not want to because they might not have time to really do it. But most of them, 90% of them, I know are going to want to do it. Yeah. So after speaking with them, we'll figure it out where they can continue to talk about it on their channel. Everybody will talk about it on their channels. We'll hit up some lives and talk about it to build some awareness. And it's not like we're going to be doing it for a long time. We're going to do it for like a week, maybe a week and a half.
We had said like a week, maybe 2 at the longest.
At the longest, because I'll have them in a couple days. So as soon as I get them, I figure from that point, that's when we'll basically start it. I know we're starting early right now talking about it, but so after about like 1 week, maybe a week and a half of just, trying to spread as much information as possible, then we'll do.
Well, I mean, we can always adjust that if we see what the numbers like. If we were trying to get like channels to a specific level and we didn't reach it, we'll just like, hey, we're not giving them away until these channels reach those milestones. That
I thought about that, but I hate to put like an incentive like that. I think if we do our job, I think within like a week and a half, I think we could pull some numbers. We just, some good thumbnails, some good advertisements, some good talking about it. Everybody else we could talk about it on Instagram. We could talk about it on YouTube. If we have 10 channels talking about it, fuck, man, we can pull some numbers. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I got something in my fucking eye besides my finger. So,
I'm a fan of my track marks. They haven't fully gone away. Yeah, track marks are like that. Like most of them go like 90% away. but there's always that 10%. I got some too. I feel you.
So what'd you guys wind up doing for the holidays?
I went to my family's, on my dad's side, and partied it up, played some cards and shit, drank, smoked cigarettes. So my throat's all
Oh,
fucked up.
okay. So this brings up
'Cause I
another
don't smoke
point.
cigarettes anymore.
I know that I had talked about doing the whole big New Year's Eve thing, and we go from channel to channel across, and I'd have guests from all across the country. No one seems to want to do it, so I'm just not fucking doing it. So I know you got stuff planned. The only person that rogered up to it was Cole over at Tri-State. Everybody else, I've been dropping it in the group chats, like, who wants to do it? And everybody's like, oh, that sounds like a good idea. And I said today, I was like, DM, like I put it in the group chat with everybody that was in the 24-hour knife rights thing. I was like, I need a DM if you guys want to do it. I need the DM today, and I haven't gotten anything back, so I'm just not going to do it.
You're talking about for New Year's?
Yeah, for New Year's Eve.
Yeah. I'll be gone on New Year's. I'm going to be doing the exact same thing on New Year's. We do this every year. I've never missed it. So,
I mean, I may still go live on New Year's, but I'm just not going to try to do, because the plan was to have like start with Cole over at Tri-State EDC and then bring in a channel like an hour before New Year's all the way across the country. And so Cole and I would start at like 10:30 or 11, or start at 10, and then at 11, it would bring in the next channel, and then at midnight Cole would go, and then it'd be me and that channel, and then another channel would come in. It'd be three of us until we got to California. And I was going to try and have like me and Big Red EDC and Zach or something like that. And like, I don't have any middle. All I have is Jared, or I'm sorry, I have Cole and then me bookending it. I'm not sitting for 4 hours by myself.
Shane says he's got no Lamic. He needs a mirror reg put on. Yeah, get a hold of me or Mike.
No,
and somebody asked, how do you know it's a porn link? Because it'll be like a girl thumbnail, and she'll be like, I love you. And then you'll see a bunch of hearts and X's, and then you'll look, there's a link. That's how.
If you were to go back and look at that comment, he didn't ask one of us to do it. He asked if he was okay doing it. Yeah, the M390 will take a mirror edge and stay 2 feet.
Oh! I thought he was asking if somebody could do it.
No, I mean I'm willing to do it.
M390, as long as the heat treat's good, it takes a really good mirror edge. I have had some that don't. Like I actually had one earlier that it took a great mirror edge, but man, it lost its bite like really bad. So I'm guessing it's on the softer side, but usually if it's a reputable company and everything, which Olamic is, the M390 I've done from Olamic have all taken a really good polished edge. So
Brandon, I'm setting it up. All you have to do is follow the link. All you have to have is a laptop with a camera. That's it. That's all it takes. So
I'm
and I know Dave, I know you're down. I'm just saying, like, there's like, I wanted to have it all set up. I don't want it to be piecemeal. I don't want to just like last minute. Everybody's like, okay, yeah, let's do this shit. I'm like, no, it's not how we're doing it.
You seen one of these?
Which one is that?
The Real Steel Megalodon.
No,
this one's the Knife Center exclusive, I think, or White Mountain Knives. One of the exclusives. With the brown micarta, really nice micarta, M390, multi-row bearings, super smooth, really good snappy action. It's a large knife.
Yeah. Yeah, it does
really nice.
Looks nice and thin though. It looks like it's
and it's not a deep carry clip.
Yay! So, well, like I said, I don't dislike a deep carry.
I know you don't. I know you don't. I'm just saying you can tell by looking at the clip that it's a good. It's a comfortable clip.
I still say that the most comfortable clip. Where'd it go? What knife was it I was talking about that I said had the most comfortable clip? I can't remember it.
Aiden 204P from Microtech. I've had it good and bad. Like most companies, there are a few companies out there that I've always had really good results with, but some of the USA companies, it is hit and miss.
Well, and there's M390 is always going to be a better, more consistent steel because Bowler's been doing it longer. Bowler's like on their 5th or 6th generation of powdered metallurgy. 204p and 20 CV.
The longer any company does anything, they're going to obviously get better.
Say what?
The longer any company does something, they're going to get better.
Any company that it just keeps modifying and upgrading their powdered metal and stuff, like, it's always going to be better. So
yeah.
Well, guys, I'm not going to stick on here too much longer. Jared needs to be going. He had said he needs.
Yes, Nick. Riat's M390 is really good. Yes.
Yeah, probably
I've never had bad M390 from them. I've had good and great. That's it.
Yeah, that's something he and I were talking about. Jared and I said that I've never had bad M390 from Riat. Never once.
Riat seems to be doing a really good job. Now, I will say, like, I've had some of their really old knives, you know, their M390, where it was okay, like it wasn't nothing great. But I can't really consider that, you know, because that's like so long ago that it doesn't even make sense to talk about now. In the, you know, everything of recent has been like amazing, or at least good, you know.
I don't know.
But I know you want to get out of here. I'm going to get out of here.
Yeah,
everybody,
I got a couple little announcements for them.
Stay tuned on all that information and show up at the lives to get more information and spread the word. Spread the word, because it's going to be. Oh, never mind. But yeah, because I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna try to get on as many lives as possible, as many podcasts as possible, and talk about it and get the information out to everybody. As of right now, you guys know, put it this way, as of right now, you guys know before a lot of the channels know. So I've talked to a couple of them, including Mike, and then you guys know. So you guys are knowing before the channels even know. So there you guys go.
I don't know. I'm gonna have to get off of here before too long. This dog's driving me nuts. I don't know what the fuck he wants.
See you later, bud. Later, guys. Love you guys. Peace.
Later. Guys, I'm not going to stay on here too much longer. I got a bunch of stuff that I haven't finished yet. I just wanted to quick do a live feed with you guys. There's videos that go up every day. There always are. Kyan, go lay down, please. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with you. Go lay down. Just getting into shit. Driving me nuts. Fucking dog. So, what was this? Based on sharpening this year, which company has had the best heat treats? It just depends on the knife. It depends on the steel. It just depends. I really haven't had too much come in that has not been heat treated well. So I haven't. I had a couple knives that come in that were custom knives that the heat treat felt questionable about. But once I got the edge on it, you can usually feel, like, do a couple test cuts on some wood or something. I was like, wow, okay, there's nothing wrong with that. So, we'll go for a full hour, but I have a lot of shit I have to do. I haven't done laundry this weekend. I haven't done the dishes yet today. So what is in everyone's pockets today as far as knives, kniffs? Hello. 32 people. How many likes? I can't see the likes. One of my moderators want to tell me how many likes we got. Best new steel AR PM9 freaking strops back. Like, yeah, that's a very good point. And if you've got something in AR PM9, it's really about the best is newspaper wrapped around a block of wood. It's just about perfect. Shane got an Olamic Wayfarer. Which one did you get, Shane? Did you get a Sheep's Cliff or did you get the drop point? XM18 slicer for Dave. Nick Martino says he has 2 of my sea snakes. I do too. I have one of them that's supposed to be the part of the 100 paying member giveaway, but it doesn't look like we're ever going to get there because I'm going the opposite direction. We were at like 57 paying members and now we're at like 45. So I don't know what the deal is with that. So Drop point flame anno, no holes. Nice. Mine is the green. Well, you guys have seen it. Would love to have a custom. I don't foresee me doing a custom sea snake for a while. Drop point flame anno, no holes. Groundhog, Spartan, Harsey, Folder, S45 VN, and Quiet Carry Waypoint. I like the Spartan Harsey folder. Yeah, here we go with the bots. See? Block user. What's up with what? The paying member thing? I don't know. I really don't know. Buoy though, LOL, just streaming. I've got a couple really special knives here that I want to do some videos about. The OG Bug Out and Super Freak. I like the Super Freak. I'm not a fan at all of the Bug Out. Like if I could make a list of knives that companies made a mistake with, I would say the Bug Out would be at the top of the list. I don't like the Bug Out. I don't like Benchmade to begin with. The Bug Out feels like a knife that you'd buy at the dollar store. Oh, good God, Polly's here. Yeah, we're only gonna go for an hour tonight. I was so looking forward to this live feed. I did the really fancy thumbnail and everything, and then the time for the time for the live feed rolled around about a half hour before, and I was like, I am so sleepy. So the full side Adamas. Oh, the Adamas is not a bad knife. The Adamas, if I remember right, the Adamas. Polly, do you remember those Benchmade autos that a bunch of the guys carried? That was the push button out the side. That I think that was the same knife. Your thumbnail looks like shit. Thanks, Polly. Thanks. Appreciate it. It's great hearing from you. Take coffee and hit the light stick. I would prefer to just end this and go get some actual sleep, because I have not had very much sleep for the last I'm going to have to call Polly after this, because I have to hear the story that goes with that, and I don't want to have it here. So I need to get a hold of Polly after this. I did not have anything for Christmas. I took a nap, and I watched watchmaking videos all day. Just laid on the bed. I stayed in bed most of the day, New Year or Christmas Day. So I was afraid to go to sleep. Did we have a case of the explosives? Like, oh God, I got to poop right now. So, but yeah, guys, so don't expect the big extravaganza that I had planned for New Year's. We may have Cole on and see, but other than that, Christmas tamales. Nothing good sounds of that. So if you guys want to go follow a fun channel, go find the video that went up today, the one about the Todd Bag, and find the Naked watchmaker. The Naked, it's the Naked, NEKKID. At any rate, his channel is a lot of fun. Like, he has his kid in there that helps, but he basically takes watches apart, cleans them, services them, puts them back together, polishes them, and sends them back out. And I just sat there and watched them all day on Christmas Day. So It's a British dude. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens with New Year's. I will come on here. I will spend New Year's with you guys. I don't think it's going to be a big 4-hour thing, but I will definitely spend New Year's with you guys. I'll find some footage of the ball dropping and we'll watch it. Them IEDs is crazy. Improvised explosive diarrhea. Polly got a bad tamale, so I got to get a haircut. I hate fucking driving anywhere right now. Guys, I'm not gonna lie to you. I hate going anywhere. So many stupid people out. Polly put up something about cheesy chicken. That cheesy chicken dip thing that you made looked amazing. I just watched it and got heartburn. But it looked amazing. I should try that. I got chicken and shit. I can do that here at the house. The wife is gone. I can make whatever I want. I'll make cheesy chicken dip sandwiches. That's what I'll make. So have a great week, everyone. So I don't know what all videos are going to go up this week. Whatever videos you guys get. There's a video tomorrow. I am going to film the first day in pocket of the gift that I got that you guys are going to see the unboxing of tomorrow. The unboxing is tomorrow at 4 p.m. So I wasn't expecting it to show up, and the postman dropped it off, and I was like, oh, well, I'm going to film the unboxing because I was really excited about it being here. So I'm realizing that YouTube only wants videos over 15 minutes, so I'm working on making longer content. That is not true. There's a lot of channels that live in that 5-minute video realm. You just got to find a way to make it work. So a lot of my videos are like 9 minutes. That's exactly what they are. Guys, I got to get out of here because you know what? I'm about to pull a Polly. I got to go poop. So guys, I love y'all. Merry Christmas. I hope y'all had a Merry Christmas. I'm going to keep making new stuff for thumbnails and things like that. Hopefully that works. So hopefully you guys get to see more content. Metal Complex is here. Where? Oh, Metal Complex is there. But I like long content. I like the videos. I'm going to tell you what, the videos wind up being however long the videos are. It just seems that they wind up always being between 12 and 15 minutes. Like, it's rare for my videos to go more than 17, but it's also rare for them to be under 9. You know what I mean? It's weird. Some of them are 8, like the first impressions, like first day in pocket things or unboxings. But it just seems that it just happens that, like, the format that I've done for as long as I have, and I've done it so many times that it just almost instinctively, I know how long the videos are. I'm not paying attention to how long I'm talking. It just happens that they wind up being, about the same length. Whose YouTube channel is that, Aiden? Is that Polly's channel? Is that Purple Heart Barbecue? So thanks, Shaman. Shami. Who's Shami? Who's Shami? Shayami. Oh, that's Paulina's. There you go. Guys, go follow Polly's channel. And go check out that Todd Begg video I did, and go follow the channel. You don't have to follow him. Go check out the channels that I put links to. I'm going to add Polly's channel to that because I'm sorry, Polly, I didn't even think about it. I forgot to throw you in. But I'll go put him in the description. I put a whole bunch of video channels in there that I would just like to see. I'd like to share it with you guys because it's shit I enjoy. So, guys, I love y'all. I got to get out of here. I'm going to poop my pants. How'd your channel get demonetized? I stayed on too long. It was a bad look. Guys, take it easy. Be good to each other. Go check out the video I put up today, and I'll see you next time.